Marco Dominic Gonzalez. I'm just talking about the bathroom situation. I'm talking. I have my stuff on the top thing. And I remember at some point, because me mentally, I'm like, I want to run a toxicology on all this stuff. Uh, and I remember at the same time. That's why, again, going back to the forced hypnosis thing. I remember saying to myself, I'm gonna end up wanting to run a toxicology on all this stuff because there might be something harmful there. Then all of a sudden the stuff is moved and put back. Now I'm asking because I don't know, was a toxicology run? And that initially was done in 2009. When specifically? Oh my gosh, man! I'm just hoping that there is the good government intrusion, but there can't be because I was harmed so much in 2009. Uh, but then at some point, later on, I realized because I remember there's a white dude that lives behind this home, and my dad he came and he talked to my dad, and it just seemed like a government intruder to me. In my opinion, he seemed like a cop. You know what I mean? So then I'm thinking, well, I hope then maybe that they had documentation of that incident. You know what I mean? Because what I told my grandmother is, I don't want her taking anything from that shelf and moving it. But she did it already. But I don't want. Um, but it happened. And I said, I'm going to talk to her. And my grandma said, no, you're not. You're not going to, you can't tell her. And I said, why? Why? It's like, it's always, I don't understand, you know? But I said, well, then you have to tell her. I don't want her removing my stuff. She did it like 2 other times. And at some point, the dust is not on my stuff. So then it's like, well, then what are you interchanging it back with? And I'm not talking, again, she could just be used. I don't know. Again, it's just like what I'm talking about. You can have the unwitting accessory or you can have the compliant accessory. I want to know what her role is in the government intrusion. Um, I mean, the best, but I was harmed so much in 2009, but the best case scenario is that they would take that and toxicology everything. But because I was having issues immediately, you know, with my water and all these things, I was saying, what's going on here? And that kind of thing. Again, I'm talking out loud. I'm trying to find clarity. I'm trying to find clarity. I'm trying to give somebody who's a citizen with a conscience. And if I'm deceased, man, you find out what happened. Or this can happen to anybody. Anybody can end up in this scenario. And you can easily have some cover up. Obviously, there's too many things covered up. If you listen to my incident, you'll realize, darn it, this is bad, big government intrusion. This is the whole big fear in every book of what happens when you have harmful big government. This is it. I've lived it. You do it one time, you can do it a million times. I don't want this scenario duplicated ever again. But again, they're using people. I want to know what her role is. I want to know, is she really working for a Catholic church? Or is the government intrusion through the Catholic church? Or is it just through her? Uh, I'm asking. I don't know. But then I'm looking at it, I'm like, gosh, man. And at some point, I want to say on the second or after she did it again, that I did tell her, Maria, please don't take it. And again, I'm talking nice to her, I'm not mean to her. But it's almost a legal thing. You see, that's where it infringes on my rights. Once I say this is harm to me or don't do this, then they have to stop. But if I do, then there's retaliation with my food and hygiene, or I'm going to get consequences. See, I'm living like that. And I realize, you know, it's the government intrusion has worked this to harm me, man, and to use it as a duress apparatus to my family.